Alright, so today's day one with Kieran. He's a food possessive boy, so what we're going to be working on with him is not really doing much, but actually seeing how nasty it really is. So let's check it out here. Go ahead. Soko, come here. Right there. You see it? Okay. Come here. Come here. So look at the hesitation.
Yeah, he's nervous.
In him, he's looking at me like, dude, and you see his tail and everything. Soko, come here. Come on. Right there. Hey. See it? Out. Out. Okay. Right there. Hey. So that's what we're going to be working on. You got to see a little bit of the nastiness without it getting dangerous. We'll cut it there. I think you guys can on your own figure out what would happen if we weren't holding him back. So we'll kind of leave it at that and leave it on a safe note, and I'll work you through the progress and the process all the way throughout the 2-week board and train. Alright, so right now, dealing with Kieran's food aggression, we're trying something a little bit different. We're introducing him to the remote collar, which we're going to start doing on lower levels with just kind of recall, similar to leash pressure. But what we're doing here is sort of just testing the waters and not allowing him to eat his food where I know he'd eat it. He'd eat it in his crate where he's in position to control it. He'd eat this food if we walked out of the kitchen and left him alone. So now what we're doing is we're giving him an opportunity every single day, twice a day, to eat his food while he's on leash and I'm here. And this makes him very uncomfortable when he's not in control. So we're not gonna cater to him. We're gonna just keep everything structured the way that it is according to plan. And if he doesn't abide by that, then he misses out. And quickly, we'll see who gets to out-stubborn who, and that's basically what's going on here. So I'm not gonna get emotional with him. I'm not gonna get to the point where it's like, well, he hasn't eaten in like 2 or 3 days. Let me put it in his crate. And then when I try to take it, risk getting my arm bit off. We're just gonna stick with this, and I'm gonna out-stubborn him to the point where he's just like, oh man, you know what? Eating next to him while he's in control is not that bad. Once we get to the point where he starts to eat, then we're gonna get to the point where we start recalling and we start doing all this stuff. And we're gonna see right here if we get any weirdness, because this is the closest that a dog's been able to get when the food is nearby without hearing any type of growling. I noticed that the breathing has picked up a little bit, so he's a bit uncomfortable, but a little bit of progress with him not snapping, which is pretty cool. At this point, he's not gonna eat at a very low level. We're gonna give him a little tap. Come on. And we're gonna bring him right back in the crate since he didn't want to eat. Now, when I say a little bit of a tap, just so you guys know, for those of you that are familiar with remote collars, for those of you that aren't, a little tap is on level 3. This goes to level 100. A human can't even feel level 3. So it's not used to just throw on and start shocking and correcting dogs. Really the way that we're doing it is similar to how we teach leash pressure, is to get them to respond to the most minimal amount. That way they know that that pressure that they feel is me talking to them. So a little bit of a different approach, but that's that. All right, so it's a nasty rainy day, so I apologize for the appearance, but basically what we're doing now is we took our time to work with Kieran one-on-one to get him to the point comfortable where he had to eat the food in front of me. That took about 2 to 3 days before he ate the food here, because he wanted to do it his way where he was in control of it, but I wouldn't allow him. He started getting used to that, and then what we started doing was creating a release command where he could back up and he can out the food and release that to me. That way he actually knew the command. He's much more comfortable doing it with humans, doesn't really have a problem with getting aggressive with humans, but he's still very stubborn. Now, we didn't cater to his needs. I knew he wasn't eating because he was uncomfortable, but we stuck to the structure. If you want to eat the food, you're more than welcome to, but you have to do it this way. So now that he was comfortable doing it with me, we're adding the dogs into the mix because he's extremely dog aggressive when it comes to food. And now you can see him going in shutdown mode where he's uncomfortable. Kieran is not allowed to go after these guys. That's a no-no. So he got a correction with touch, with leash, and a little bit of remote collar, which got him to, at this point, realize, ooh, I shouldn't do that for these dogs. So now he's at this stage where he doesn't know what to do or how to do it, because that's all he knows how to do. So we're allowing him to figure it out. As long as he's not being aggressive to the dogs, I'm giving him his freedom. So eventually he'll come around. But this is the only way he gets to eat. So you see. So what we're gonna do now is just follow through with what we've been working on with Kieran. Kieran, go ahead. And see if Kieran eats. While this is going on, we're gonna go ahead and Soko, go ahead, go eat your food. Soko's gonna walk by. I'm gonna watch that. I'm not tapping anything, but that's a hugely different response. Normally he'd go right for the bowl and then maybe charge the dog, making sure that the dog knows that that's not his. So what we'll do, we'll even get a little bit more brave, and we'll switch this out really quickly, just to show you. Soko, outside. And what I'll do is I'll come over here. Soko, go ahead. Go ahead. Eat your food, and you can see the nervousness by him, but he's choosing to back up, which is pretty cool, on his own, allowing this to happen, panting, because it's a mental exercise. The challenge mentally of not fighting for his food and not controlling everything, it's really, really intense. So this is what we're seeing here. Now, for him, the only way he gets to eat the food is when dogs are present and he has his bowl here. I'm giving him the okay, I'm not stopping him from eating, but he's stopping himself from eating when he chooses to say, no, I'm only comfortable if I'm in control of it, if you guys leave the room, or no, I can't do it, I can't eat unless the dogs are gone. Because you know what, then he is in control of that, just like everything else that he tries to be possessive of, so that doesn't fly here. And this is how we cure it. So we definitely have an out command, which we worked on, we've mastered that. We can get him to back away. Now he's unsure because he doesn't think that he can eat. So we just ride it out, and if the only option is this, eventually they'll come around. No healthy dog's gonna starve themselves. So the good thing that you're gonna see is the progress of him making the choice not to attack him when he walks on out. So we'll get that at some point too. And we'll see the discomfort, we'll see if he sort of chooses to do it on his own, which I believe at this point he will. We'll see it right here. A little bit stops the panting. Soko, again. Now you, Soko. Oh. And not too bad. Not too bad. For a second, the habit almost kicked in. For a second, the panting stopped. And he was thinking about it, but then he was like, you know what? I already know that I'll probably get corrected by him and that he's not going to attack, so there's no need to fight for it. Maybe I just won't do it. And he made the right choice, so nothing bad happened. He'll get probably 5 more minutes here. And I mean, Soko's still right here. I'll go ahead and answer. Shh. Hey. So that's what I watch out for. I'm gonna have him walk on by. Not bad. But you see how uncomfortable he is, that he has to get up when that happens. That's pretty crazy. Sit. Okay, so this is our first feeding time with all of them together. They all have their issues, that's why they're here. We've been making progress with them in different combinations. Today we're gonna try and do this on its own. Now, the ones that I'm looking out for, it's funny, the one who has the food aggression is actually doing really, really good, making some pretty good progress. We've got to the point where we have out. We've got to the point where Kieran is now eating with another dog, Soko, but has yet to eat with this many dogs. So we're either gonna see a fight or we're gonna see shutdown of a dog that's not comfortable to eat, similar to how he wasn't comfortable to eat when it was just me. So we're building that in steps. So a little concerned, this is mostly for him. It's for all of them. Shh. Hey, a little correction there. But I block, and then I sort of relax because I want him to get comfortable and see, oh wow, they're all eating, this is not that bad. And we actually have some really good success. I have a remote collar on Kieran for an out command if I wanted it, or a correction at this point if he starts getting weird around the other dogs. But for the most part, he's fine. A little curiosity, but no aggression. Smelling, which is good. We'll start clearing the other dogs out in a second. But this is his first sort of interaction, and he's ate a bit, which is really good. I watch out for this here. I correct this dog, but that's not his job. So that's now my job. That creates the trust in him. Out. So he finishes food. Out. This one finished her food. Fox. Out. Soko, you finish yours. Out. Go. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll call Soko back in here. Soko! Come here. Come here. Now watch out for this. No aggression. A little concern. Shh. Get your food. Right there, a slight correction because there was too much concern. So I'm not even letting it get to certain points. Dude, out. Yeah. Yeah. But I want him feeling comfortable eating around other dogs. As long as they're respectful, he can realize that it's okay. So this is a really good sign. We're gonna take Kieran away from his food right now. We have it on level 3. Actually, I won't even use it. Kieran out. Good boy. So we get this level of respect, which is really, really good. Sliding bowls, a lot of stuff going on. I can introduce Soko to the bowl over here. Nothing. Pretty good. I can go ahead and call him out. Kieran out. Out. I can stop him right here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Shh. Right there, I watch all these signs. Soko can go and take a little bite, nothing. I can call Soko. Shh. Hey. Out. Soko can walk on by. Shh. Hey. I see a little concern, but I monitor it. So now we have a dog, hey, around other dogs that are eating. And then I gotta watch out for the bull over here, because he's a beast. And that is how it's done. So Keenan can go back. Keenan, come here. Come here. Keenan. Come here. A little bit of confusion on Kieran's end, because being around this many dogs and not fighting is new. We'll let him do that. The other dogs are now out. Come on, guys. Out, because they all finished their food. So that is the start, which is a pretty impressive start to getting them all doing things together and getting him comfortable eating around other dogs without challenging, without trying to fight, without trying to be possessive. I'd say we're doing a good job.